you're watching Storyboard. Now, in just 9 months, Sony Entertainment Television has slipped from number 3 on the GEC, or General Entertainment Channel list, to number 5 with 73 GRPs and a 6% channel share. Most of the channel's experiments with programs has backfired, and there isn't any single new big-ticket property that's working as a channel driver. The last one was Indian Idol. Preeta Dasgupta reports on Sony's latest attempts to get back in the reckoning.
Sony Entertainment Television seems to be losing the GEC battle. The channel's lackluster and inconsistent weekly programming has alienated both advertisers and viewers. So much so that its ad rates have dropped to 40% below others in the GEC pack. In a desperate bid to get back into the game, Sony plans to launch a fresh programming lineup. Multi-screen media that owns Sony is advertising this on the hugely popular IPL games on Max and will unveil it after the games close. So May 25th.
Sony Entertainment Television.
And I think, in the past, perhaps we've, sort of all too much relied on, trying to sort of, scrabble and scratch our heads to find one key show that's going to, change our fortunes. I think this time around, the aim of, what we're doing is really to sort of come out to our audience with variety in our mix of output, but also a strong sense of, this is what the channel's about and this is the vision for the channel.
The initial investment on these 3 phases is to the tune of 25 crore rupees. There will be 6 new shows, 4 fiction and 2 non-fiction in phase 1. The channel is keeping its cards close to its chest, but media planners say that advertising its intentions so early is not without risk.
While this whole revamping, is getting promoted on IPL to such a large extent, no one really is getting a whiff of what exactly it is all about. All we know is that we're supposed to be expecting something, and that is actually the most dangerous thing to do. Build expectations, and then sometimes the reality, really doesn't balance the expectation. So I think they should very quickly start communicating what is it that they are planning to do, and hopefully focus on, the 2 or 3 or 4 big things.
One of the key reasons for Sony plummeting down steadily is the frequent change of programming heads since 2005. Between 2007 and November 2008, things were so bad that business heads were left to take programming calls. But the channel's weekend shows, which still command a premium over the other days, will remain unchanged.
I think somewhere along the line, Sony has focused maybe on that one big show and probably let the rest of, if you look at prime time, like a 4-hour time slot, you can't focus on 1/2 hour and then let the rest of the 3.5 hours or the 4.5 hours, actually not do as well, not focus on them, because you don't buy one program, you buy a channel, you buy programs within the channel as a media planner.
But the change in programming lineup may not be enough to infuse new life into the channel and bring back viewers and advertisers. The new programs will be backed by a slew of branding activities that include new packaging and signature tunes.
Sony Entertainment Television.
The content that you will see from 25th of May will reflect what today's India want. Basically, it can be put into 3 words. Novelty, they want newer things. Quality, they want a high value in terms of quality. And variety, they are not interested in stereotyping of the product. Every half an hour will be distinctly different than other half an hour on Sony, and Sony as a whole will be radically different than the content that you see in other General Entertainment Channel.
Industry watchers say that the recent exit of key people like former CEO Kunal Dasgupta and Albert Almeida has shaken advertiser confidence, and a stable leadership should be the starting point to Sony's new innings. In Mumbai, Preeta Dasgupta.
And with that, it's a wrap on the show today. I'll see you same time, same place next week.